Hello everyone, welcome back to Spinistry Adventures. Cargo trailer conversion video number 1. This is probably one of the most controversial subjects in the cargo trailer conversion world that I've come across so far. This one gets a lot of debate and ire, and it's somewhat understandable. We're going to do some experimenting here. And that topic, that subject, is indoor air conditioners for cargo trailer conversions. The debate is whether these things actually work for numerous reasons, but the main one is that they create a vacuum and create too much heat themselves that can be expelled, and it just basically doesn't work. There are ways that people say they can work, dual hose versus single hose, there's some venting and some other insulated pipe. Who knows? I've gone ahead and made the investment in a refurbished one. It's a minimal investment, less than $240 delivered to the house. That's $100 to $200 less than a new one. Quite frankly, this is Texas in the summer. We don't need air conditioning for all of our adventures, but there's going to be times in Texas where an air conditioner will be handy, and I'm just curious if this is going to work to begin with. I'll shoot a video that shows what a portable indoor air conditioner is if people aren't familiar with them. They're different from the old window units. These don't hang outside of a window, so there's nothing outside of the trailer itself. And that's part of the appeal to me. We're gonna test the AC in general to see if it looks like it might work, because once you see the size of this thing and how much room it does take up, it's not huge by any means, but it is a significant impact on the square footage. We basically have to build the layout of the trailer around the air conditioning unit if it works. I think we can make this work. I wouldn't say I have high hopes, but we're in that 65 to 75% range would be where I'm at presently. So we're going to play with some stuff, and we'll shoot that. I think y'all get some entertainment out of our testing procedures here. Okay, so this is our air conditioning unit. It is an LG refurbished. It's a 10,000 BTU supposedly, or 10,500, but that's also part of the debate on these portable indoor air conditioners. The BTUs don't line up with traditional. I think there's a new standard actual BTU or something that this is closer to 6,500 BTUs, which is quite frankly something that I wanted. I wanted a lower power output unit. Here, let's go around and catch a look at the back. The debates go both ways in the community as to what works and what doesn't for these indoor portable units. One debate is that they need to be super high powered to work. The other debate is if they're too high powered, they pull too much vacuum, pull too much air, create too much exhaust heat, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's not a giant unit, but it does take up space. Here's the rear vent hose here. That basically goes here. We're going to vent it out the back. We're going to test it out the back of the trailer and use cardboard and plastic and masking tape and whatever else to semi-seal it, just to get a sense if it actually cools or not, because we haven't started doing any of the insulation yet, and we can't start doing the insulation until we even have some idea if this is going to work or not. That said, in the shade like this, 90 degrees plus with a breeze going, it's not horrible in here. Our worst case scenario is we don't have any air conditioning in this thing. I think we can get by, but I would definitely prefer the flexibility of an air conditioner just in case. What I'm going to do now is rough this thing in to vent out the back door. We'll close the side door and we'll seal up this hole somewhat and see if we've got any viability of this thing working. Alright, let's look at the craziness we got going on over here. Here's the exterior view. So we got a little bit of masking tape seal there. This is not meant to be airtight by any stretch of the imagination. The idea is basically just to block off most of the air. The trailer itself, there's no way to make it airtight right now. We're just trying to get some idea if this thing can be cooled down by that air conditioner in 90-degree plus heat, which it can. It's actually working pretty well in there. I'm happy at the moment with what that air conditioner is doing, but I just wanted to show you all this crazy setup we got here for our testing purposes. Once I got everything buttoned up to try out the air conditioner, there's not enough light in there currently to shoot video. Short story, the air conditioner is working pretty well, and the thing I'm most excited about from the air conditioner is actually how quiet it is. Like, there's our main camper. I've got the air conditioner running in that now, and it's blowing and it's noisy. And I guess as a comparison, I think that's a pretty fair comparison. So I have the air conditioner going in the Falcon right now. Let's look at this. See if y'all can see that. So here's our regular camper. This is definitely not a stealth camper. 13,500 BTU rooftop air conditioner on it, and we have an easy start, so we can run it off the 110 here and off the smaller generator. And nuts and bolts of it are, this is cooling fairly comparable to this right now, so I see that as a win at the moment. I think the cargo trailer will get better with a little bit of insulation, a little bit of sealing the biggest air intrusion, but I am confident that we do need some venting. So we can't seal it completely. We can't make it airtight. That won't work, but I already knew that going in. We're definitely going to move forward with this air conditioner. Happy with the results so far. Okay, so first air conditioning test went very well, very excited. Had plans to show you all the interior setup. It's not a permanent setup. Thought y'all might get some chuckles out of it. Had some other stuff pop up, so I wasn't able to shoot that, but we're still going to shoot a little bit of interior stuff of what we're up against after our findings. Real quickly, please do be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please like this video. Please comment on this video. Sure, give me a hard time. Feel free to subscribe so you can keep up with all of our silly activities. Portable air conditioning test number 1 in the heat of Texas. We're pretty positive with what that's looking like now. Obviously, we have a lot of work to do, but that's our first step. So without further ado, I'm going to kind of show you what that puts us up against a little bit with a portable air conditioner in a 6x10 trailer. It does take up more space than I was hoping for, but probably not more space than I was expecting. I had my fingers crossed. We might get off a little bit better than this. I think this is going to be doable though. This is my first idea of approximately where the air conditioner will end up. Obviously we could do the other front corner here, but then we've got overlap with the doorway issues. We could potentially go dead center, maybe. We could look at the back corners. Realistically, the goal is for the back part to be storage and then going up this side. And that's why I'm showing this elevated. I think we're most likely going to have a storage riser set up here, and we can put this on top of that with that going down to the floor. We're going to vent through the floor. We're most likely going to set up condensation drains through the floor. And first iteration, we'll get things insulated. See if the air conditioner runs without putting additional holes for venting for air intrusion. Second iteration will be this vent fan area. If we have to set up an air intrusion gap of some sort so it doesn't create too much vacuum, we might try with the vent fan. The third option is going to be putting holes in the trailer and doing some sort of butterfly vent or something like that. I do have a butterfly vent already that we can use if needed. But we're going to take it one step at a time and verify how the air conditioner works. Our initial setup was just venting it out the back trailer doors, front trailer door closed. Using cardboard and tape, we just covered up most of where the air was coming in the back, and that was just to see if this thing even cooled off the trailer at all, and it did. I got a sense of how much heat was generated off of that vent tube. There is a good bit of heat there, so we definitely want to care for that in the permanent solution as well. So that wraps up air conditioning test number 1 and rough out of where we think we're going to try the air conditioner setup. We'll get a little bit of roof work done, get the fan installed, check how our roof leak repairs stand up, because I really don't want to start installing insulation and putting holes in the floor for venting and things like that until we're quite confident that our roof leak is fixed. I am pretty confident that our roof leak will be fixed, but one step at a time. Thanks for joining us. Once again, please do like this video, subscribe to our channel, comment below, and if you know others that might be interested in keeping up with this stuff, please share and let them know as well.